When I joined the global experience for a 2-month internship, I ended up in the middle of Münster with a bike of my own in a small apartment to live in and work at. Having spent all my life in a country like Pakistan, I didn't know how to respond to this newly found freedom. Now that I think of it, however, I believe that the last 2 months have been life-changing for me, not only on a professional level, but also on a personal level. In Pakistan, we have a strong family system where members of a family are very much dependent on each other, and one can't take a decision without the consultation of others. Moreover, I'd never lived away from home for more than a week. Here in Germany, I began to independently take my everyday life decisions. That was a learning in itself, because I started doing things on my own. What I loved the most was being able to walk or ride a bike to wherever, whenever I wanted to. It was new for me because women don't ride bikes in Pakistan. It is actually considered unsafe for them to go out alone, be it just walking around, riding a bike or driving a car. In my opinion, however, it has more to do with a certain mindset and less to do with reality. I had ridden a bike before, but for pleasure, never as a real means of transportation. Now every time I would ride a bike, a million scary thoughts entangled my mind. What if I hit someone? What if I'm unable to restart my bike after stopping at a traffic signal? What if I fall off? And it would go on and on. However, it wasn't long before I actually fell in love with the biking capital of Germany. Within a few weeks, I felt more confident and attempted to ride to the suburbs of Münster and even made it halfway to the Netherlands, some 35 kilometers to be exact. I felt I had grown wings on my feet and I just couldn't stay indoors. I liked the environment at GE office because there were no restrictions. I could work anytime, anywhere I wanted to. Once a week, I reported to Carrie, one of the managers at GE, who was very nice and supportive. I spent my afternoons at the GE office where I worked on a project which revolved around creating a database of opportunities for young people. The platform is still in the pipeline, but since most of the work has been done, it will be launched very soon. I spent the Thursdays and Wednesdays at Schiller Gymnasium, one of the partner schools of GE, where I prepared language videos and developed graphics using Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Premiere Pro. Here I also delivered presentations and workshops about the young people in Pakistan. I was surprised to know that stereotypes have played a major role in shaping the opinions of people. The school children knew about the extremism, poverty and terrorism in our country, but didn't know much more. In July 2012, GE organized Youth Forum on Digital Participation in partnership with organizations from Africa, Asia, Europe and the Middle East. I feel very proud to share that the Voice of Youth, an online platform which I founded in the year 2010, was one of the partner organizations of YFTP, and we worked on a project called You Decide, the Truth in Pakistan's History. The most exciting part of my days in Münster, however, were the evenings, because that's when I went about exploring the surroundings. As mentioned earlier, just being able to roam around freely felt like a luxury. And I wanted to experience it as much as I can because I knew I wouldn't have this freedom anymore once I go back home. To put it in a nutshell, I'll never be able to forget the time I spent here. Every day has been special.